Hello, my name is Felipe Sinisterra and I'm going to present the reasons, present and future of child obesity. First, regarding the topic, it is important to clarify that it is specific regarding the high sugar diets and the sedentary lifestyle. So first, regarding sugar, sugar is a substance that normally is powdered or crystalline, or is present naturally in fruits. It is from natural origin, as most of the fruits and vegetables contain small, moderate or high amount of sugar. The table sugar can be from sugarcane or sugar beet, which is processed to be converted in crystals or powder. It is normally used for improving taste of a product or making it sweeter. There are various types of sugar as glucose, fructose, and sucrose. They are present in fruits, glucose syrup, and lactose. Second, regarding the sedentary lifestyle, it can be talked about how recent is this issue, as it is described as the lack of exercise or physical activity caused by the preference of children to watch TV or play video games and other activities related to small to no movement. Then, regarding what happens with sugar and how it increases our weight, it can be analyzed that sugar makes a process in the liver that causes people fatter because it converts sugar to fatty acids as it can contain more. And people get addicted to sugar caused by there's a system in the brain that works with drugs and with alcohol that can make people addict for sugar because it causes stimulation and pleasure. So then this will cause the deterioration of some receptors in the brain and cause dependence on sugar. According to this, it is important also to highlight which are the ranges of the BMI. This is calculated by the mass divided in the height squared in meters. When it is below 18.5, it is underweight. Between 18.5 and 24.9, it is normal or healthy weight. Between 25 and 29.99, it is overweight. And of 30 and above, it is obesity. So, regarding the origins of this issue, child obesity can be analyzed since the ending of 19th century, when this issue started to appear, caused by the beginning of the increase of sugar intake. However, in these years it was a pretty strange condition. It wasn't as normal as now it is to see an obese child in the streets. Since 1900s to 1960s, the trend started to grow slowly, but the child obesity wasn't still as common as nowadays. Since 1960s, the cipher of child obesity was around 4.7 in USA in children from 2 to 19 years. Nowadays, it is around 16%, almost 4 times of what it was in 50, 60 years ago. According to the growth in the last 60 years, it can be talked about the factors that have been previously explained about sugar increase in diets, because there was an introduction of food chains or the growth of these, the introduction of new sugary products in the market, or lack of control in the diet of the children caused by the lack of conservative parents or the parents are missing. According to these 3 factors, it can be talked about the environmental effect over the children in its weight. Regarding the specific factor on the increase in sugar in foods, it can be talked about how diverse foods as cereals, new drinks as soft drinks, and other drinks as teas, artificial teas, have caused this increase because they have a good taste for children and they are full of sugar. Regarding the sedentary lifestyle, it can be talked about how new technology introduced in the 50s and later on that caused the introduction of a new concept for the society, the sedentary lifestyle, that consists on a lifestyle in which the person lacks of physical activity. In the past, it wasn't an issue because there was not a way. This was the best way to not be bored, was to go outside and make sports, as football or any other sport, that helped people to stay informed and control adequately their weight. What happened in the mid-20th century was that television gained popularity. Consoles were introduced later. There was the introduction of the computer. All these factors caused the children that the children felt a bigger attraction to these technologies when they are playing sports. According to this, the science analysis began that clearly caused an increase in the child obesity rates, and if there's a small quantity of physical activity or no activity, children burn more energy and that will correlate fats used in obesity. Well, regarding the measures taken on the world and if they have worked or not, there can be talked about actions the World Health Organization has done, as they have made plans with organizations like FAO to search better nutrition. Also, they have made plans with countries to decrease the child obesity, however they have not been so efficient. They have also tried to talk with companies trying to make products healthier. Well, this has not worked as it could have been. Regarding the Center of Disease Control and Prevention from USA, they have many recommendations for the schools. That is one of the most important environments for the children. They have been creating physical activity programs, good physical education classes regulating the sales, having free water stations, and have regulations for the children's nutrition. In UK, the government has certain objectives, as reducing the quantity of sugar by 20%, making complete changes in the food industry, as well as doing research, making food healthier, making it more accessible, and clearly labeled to know its components, improving the alimentation in the schools and physical education programs. However, these solutions are in the future, and UK can have a healthy nation if they execute it correctly. Then, regarding the possible prediction of what can happen if we continue like this, the society can go in a decline because there will be too many obese people and we can't progress with obese people as they don't have the capability to survive longer, to move as adequately as they could.